Gruber. I am the author of Powerful and Feminine and creator of the Art of Feminine Presence trainings that are held all over the world. And welcome to the first live stream in this 3-part series on how to increase your income, increase your impact by delivering life-changing presentations to audiences that want and need your message. And if you practice everything that we're going to show you today and Wednesday and Friday and put it into your life, it could radically change how you promote everything that you're doing. It will make it so much easier to get your message out, to promote what you have to offer. And if you're a newbie, this is for you. If you're an advanced speaker, this is for you. Dana and I have been speaking for a long time, and we are always wanting to do speaker trainings and get better at this. So wherever you are on the spectrum, this is going to help you to make much more of an impact and have more of a confident, inspirational quality and get clear about what it is that you really want to talk about. For most of you, you already know me, but for some of you who don't, my love is working mostly with women who have been on a personal and spiritual development path for quite some time and who really want to step into being an inspiring example of a leader, of a woman who is powerful and feminine. And one of the most favorite I get to support these women is through speaker training and through our Authentic Speaker Academy, which I co-lead with my husband, Dana Gruber, who I'm going to introduce to you very soon. And it's just such a pleasure to do this work. And for us, like I said before, we continue to decide to master this skill, because this skill of speaking is the number one, 80% or more of the income in our business. So that is why we go, there is something to this. And if you look at every coach, seminar leader, facilitator, many entrepreneurs, you'll see exactly the same thing, is that speaking and being good at the skill, whether that's on video, on stage, in small groups, in large groups, it doesn't matter. This is what brings in the power through the wallet as well as the power through the impact. Because when we were thinking earlier today, like, when have been our most favorite moments of people saying, wow, you changed my life? They are always after a speaking presentation. Always after us being on the stage. It's not often an email exchange, right? It's not often a Facebook exchange. It's when you can get in front of the room and, deliver this presentation. So imagine for a moment that you had a presentation that you crafted and that you could use any time you wanted to go into a group with your ideal clients or the ideal people that you want to affect, and every single time have consistent money, income, and clients come from that speech. Would that be nice? Yes, very nice. And imagine that you too have the confidence to walk into any room, whether you had the need to speak or not, and that you knew no matter what happened, if they were asking you to get up on stage, off the cuff or anything, that you could get in front of that group and speak really clearly with an inspirational story or a quality that made people think and change their lives. What would that do for your life? And, I feel like speaking gives you the ability to stand out and to stop trying so hard to get heard or seen or be in front of the right people, because if we work with a lot of business women, entrepreneurs, people who have a message, and there's this sort of push to try and stand out and be seen, and speaking turns that on its ear. If you can master this skill, people will come after you and really have the law of attraction in what it was really meaning work for you. Because now that I have this skill, which I've had, but it wasn't as good as I've worked on, now I can speak on a stage, and within days or at that event, I'm getting asked to speak on many, many other stages, and I don't have to go knocking on doors anymore, but people come to me. And that's what I want for you. When you take up the stage, your credibility goes way up, your ability to make money goes much faster, because you're now speaking to a lot more people just than one-to-one sales conversation. People are selling their books, products, programs, events, anything that you have that you want to get out speaking is it. So what I want you to do right now is just have a look at the download, at the handout, because there is a question that I really want you to start with and just take a moment to answer. I want you to think about everything that I've said so far and write down, what is possible for you if you did have this presentation. That we're going to teach you the steps of how to craft it. What would change in your life if you had this presentation and you can walk into any room of your ideal clients or the people you want to affect the most? Just take a moment to write down and just keep thinking about that, because, wow, there is a lot of potential here. And everyone got the download. The download is under the video, and you can just click on that, print it out, or you can watch it and just write some notes there. So this is a great opportunity, and the problem is, the bit like a reality check is, you have to be good. You do have to be a good speaker, and I do see where I was I was focused more on the strategies in the beginning. This is what you do. People have gone to train the trainer camps, or they've gone to speaker camps or Toastmasters, and they have the strategy, and this is how you could open it. This is what you could do. And don't say ums and ahs, and they're focused on the mechanics of it, but they don't have the presence to pull that off. They don't have the presence to really rock the stage and have people want to come up after you. I just want to know who you are and what are you doing and how can I follow you. That's the energy that we want, and that comes from presence. And I've also seen people go the other way, and I've definitely switched the other way too, where presence. It's all about entertainment. It's all about just having fun up here. And no, it's not. It's about having strategic content that leads somebody to do business with you. So if you don't have both of those things, it is going to always just fall flat of what you're attempting to do. So we want to focus on both of those things and bring them together so you're really successful at this. Most of you know part of Data and I story, or a lot of Data and I story, which is, I came to this country 11 years ago now, wanting a change in careers, moved to the transformational industry. All these American coaches were saying, just do what you love and the money will follow. Want to know something? It doesn't. It doesn't. I was struggling for many years. For the first 2 years of being in this country, I was earning $350 a month and really struggling to make that work. And finally, I had the blessing of meeting this handsome man that you're about to meet, Data Gruber. Things got a little bit easier. We weren't really focused in on the great speaker training at that point that we were doing, different things and speaking and basic workshops, but we had a very, very hard time making it work to actually create the income that we really needed. Unfortunately, we lost our house. We didn't give up, though. We just were like, we are going to do this somehow, some way. I did very clearly that speaking was the skill that we were going to focus on, because we could see that in the industry completely, and that we would get better at it and better at it, and we knew the presence had a piece to do with it, so we wanted to master our presence. And the ride since that commitment has been amazing. It's been amazing. We've been able to create these speeches that we're going to take you through. We've been able to do videos now that are shared all over the place. And we're really, just happy to say that we make a lot more of an impact traveling around the world, doing what we love, and yes, making a wonderful living at it, which we're very, very grateful for. So I think it's ready to introduce the man of the moment. Yes, I have a secret weapon. He is one of the best speaker trainers in the world. I really believe that. He works with some of the best speakers in the world, from actors and presenters, politicians, authors who want to promote their book, all sorts of things. Can you please help me welcome Data Gruber? Yeah.
Thank you. Wow, how can I live up to an introduction like that? That's a tough one. And of course, she's very biased. But I hope you believe her anyway. I am very excited to be here. And I'm even more excited that you are here. That so many people, how many people do we have now, Amanda?
160.
Woo! 160. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Amanda, Rachel Jane will mention, I think before the recording started, Amanda is back there on the chat, so she is your voice and she is your connection, and we want this to be very interactive. We right here with us, communicating with us. So if you have a question, put it in the chat, and Amanda will raise her hand on your behalf. How slick is that? And then we have Connie in the back. Connie is running the audio-visual controls, and we have her there. So if we need anything adjusted, any levels or whatever might come up, give your voice to Amanda. Amanda will tell Connie, and we'll have it dialed in for you. So I love this. I really do love this work. I love it because, first of all, it enables me to do what I really want in the world. And it's the most cost-effective way to do that. It really is. And this is something I learned when I was a kid playing music. When I started playing music, I realized that when I got paid for a gig, let's just say I got paid $100 for a gig when I was a teenager, that $100 felt better than $500 I'd make at a part-time job, or $600. It was sweet money, because there's something just very special about getting paid for something you absolutely love doing, for something that you would, well, I don't know if I should be telling you this, but it's too late now, something that I would be doing for free anyway. It's just sweet. It's just awesome. But there's something even better than that, and that is making a difference, changing people's lives. And I've had people come up to me and say, wow, this made such a difference in my life, or this changed my life. And I've had people come up years later. So somebody will take a workshop, and here's a true example. Somebody took a workshop that I gave back in 2004, and his wife came up to me in 2008 and said, Dada, when, and I'm not going to mention the man's name, but says, when so-and-so took your workshop, very quickly after that, our business changed for the better. Our relationship changed for the better, and our life changed for the better as a result of this work. I really tried to hide it, but I started crying. I did. It was just so awesome. It was the most awesome thing I could hear. So I love this work, and honestly, I couldn't see myself doing anything else.